Well, hello, friends and fans of Rock and Roll Love Palace. Um, this is a continuation about the lumbar radiculus. Yeah, I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not sure. That's affected me where I have to use this. Now, what I did today, did some research because they had given me a great big bottle of gabapentin, 200 milligram. No, 300 milligrams. Excuse me. And when Friday, when I took it, prior to taking it, a couple hours prior, I had, well, because I smoke pot, and I do, and or did. I ain't even smoking any for a while. I'll explain. But apparently, you can't smoke pot and take gabapentin because it makes you real severely dizzy. Today, with apprehension, I went ahead and took one to see, because I had gotten to the point to where I could not. I mean, man, it just didn't stop. I mean, maybe an hour here and there, it wouldn't mess with me, but I couldn't lay flat on the bed. Couldn't lay on my sides. Couldn't lay on my front. Just miserable. I mean, it would keep me awake all night long. I had to go jump in the shower, where we got a thing built in there in the shower stall. It's tiled, it's not like a wooden crate or anything. And to sit in, and I would sit there, and it's a shower head with a hose and with real hot water, because the pain, let me show you, was like from right here, where those the lumbar issue is, all the way down my leg, through my knee, through my shin, all the way to my foot, and into my foot, into my toes, continuously. I mean, just miserable. Well, like I said, I said, I'm going to go ahead and take a gabapentin and see what happens. I said, if I have some bad side effects like I did Friday, I don't know what I'm going to do. I guess start drinking. I don't even drink, and that's the truth. I honestly don't. And I'll say this: there's been just on one so far, 300 milligram. I've walked around without the cane, but my leg is not used to me supporting the weight anymore, because I haven't been able to really walk properly. And but I'm heading in the right direction. At least I think I am. I hope I'm able to get to the point where I don't take the shit. I don't want to take the shit, but if I got to, I got to, just to operate. I mean, it was so bad, it was hard for me to hold a guitar. And I'm talking about my acoustic guitar, which is real light, my little Yamaha. And earlier today, I did do a recording or two on my Firefly. And any guitar player out there, if you haven't tried one, get one. I think now they're the 338s, the Firefly 338s is what I have. I don't know. I think they're about $300 something now. They used to be only $150, but I bought this one for $200, and I'm going to tell you right now, that's probably one of the better guitars I ever had in my life. But at any rate, I'm digressing. This is not about guitars, even though I can talk about guitars all day long. At any rate, there's been some improvement. It did make me real relaxed, even though I had apprehension, a little anxiety, because I didn't want to go through bad side effects and feel bad. And I didn't have nothing like that, because I hadn't been smoking any weed. I got a whole bag. I can sit there and look at it, but I don't want to feel bad. I don't like feeling bad. I like feeling good, because I'm a happy camper. Well, and of course today, that old saying, when it rains it pours, the floodgates were open. Because as some of y'all know, I have to go twice a week and sell my plasma because things are just, financially, that's just where I'm at. And, well, I made it there barely. I almost didn't get in because this situation was causing me my heart rate and blood pressure to jump up. And I got in there though. I barely made it, but I got in there, and got the cash, paid off a bill or two, and because that's the whole reason for doing the plasma thing. Otherwise, I wouldn't even screw with it. But at any rate, my car. I was coming home, and I was exiting off of I-10. I don't know. I know you folks don't know where that is. Just kind of roll with me here. That's a interstate highway, and I exit off into Baytown. That's the town I live in. And just as I exited, all the dash lights for warnings that something's wrong come on in my car. The radio quit working. I couldn't roll down the window. I was like, what the heck is going on here? And the power steering kept going out. And I was fighting to, keep it on the road and straight and narrow. And turning was a real thrill. Well, I got home. I had to make a couple of stops, but I did get home. And by the way, I do have AAA, which if you do not have AAA, get AAA. I think it's only like $50 a year, I think. And it's a godsend. It really is. That's an incredible little thing to have in case you do, you're out on the road and have engine car trouble. Well, anyhow, it turned out, because I didn't, I'm not a mechanic. I am not. In fact, I'm surprised a nuclear cloud didn't develop with it blowing up, me screwing with it. But I do want to add this. I do believe in God, and I don't like organized religion. Something about organized religion, it just don't jive. For me, I don't like going through rituals. I don't think God really cares about rituals. I think He wants to know what's on your heart. And if you got something to say, and you not only need help, but want to say hello to Him, say, "Hey, I'm here," and I'm okay at the moment, but but in this situation, let me tell you, with this pain, I'm not sure about the speaking in tongues part, but I sure was going, Lord, please make this stop. It's kicking my ass, Well, I where was I? What was I saying? Oh, I was talking about the car. Well, I'm out there. This is before I took the gabapentin. I'm bent over on the engine of my car, and what the research said with that incidents that I mentioned about the dash lights coming on and all that stuff, and the power steering and the radio going out. Obviously, I knew it was an electrical problem, but where? Was it a fuse? I don't have what do they call that? A multimeter, I think they call it, to check it. And, excuse me. And, well, anyhow, it said check your cables on your post of your battery. Because also it could have been a bad battery or corrosion up on the post of the battery. Well, there's a cover on top of the battery. I took it off. Oh my God! On the positive post, where the red wire is, a conglomeration of corrosion. It was like that big around, man, all over it. I was like, holy God, what the heck is going on here? Well, I cleaned it. I cleaned the connector. Cleaned it real good. I didn't use baking soda and water. I thought about it, but I didn't. You can do that. I didn't. Because it's probably getting close to time for me to get a brand new battery. And come here, Kyle. God damn. These cats, I swear, they make the preacher want to go out and get drunk. Well, anyhow, I got it cleaned, and I'm exhausted. My my whole from here on down was just kicking my ass, and I started the car. The engine light was still on, and I said, well, I'm gonna have to go buy a new battery. I really didn't have the money because batteries anymore are real expensive. I found out a few years ago. In fact, the last time I bought one for my little Mazda. I got a Mazda 3, and I was about to go deep in debt because I was going to go, shit, I'm going to get my Les Paul back, you know, because I got my Les Paul in hock right now. And I only owe $203 on it, but I'm going to get that. I got plenty of time to get that out, and that's what I'm going to do on that one. But I said, if I'm going to go down financially, I was like, fuck it. I'm going to get the money, because I can get loans off through Cash App. And they just have to wait on me paying them. I mean, because I was getting like, I got to do what I got to do so I can continue doing what I do. And so I limped back inside with me trusty cane, which, by the way, I'm going to paint this. I don't know what yet, but I'm going to paint it. And I was just so exhausted. I mean, it just took it out of me, you know, and from lack of sleep, the being drained from selling my plasma, I passed out. You know, I passed out for a good 3 hours, and which was unusual in this last week. So, a week and a half. And I woke up, and prior to me going to sleep, I did pray, and I said, Lord, I really need some help here. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not sure if I've done this right, because like I said, I'm not a mechanic. I'm not. You know, keep me away from stuff like that, because I'm just not good at it. And, went out there, started that car, and guess what? No engine light. None. No dash lights. Everything's working just fine. I took it for a spin. Where did I go? I forget where I went. I went somewhere. I want to say I went to McDonald's to celebrate, but that's not what I did. I went to McDonald's before I did all that. But then I went somewhere. Wherever the hell I went, I don't remember. But I come back home. Car ran fine. I ran it for like 30, 45 minutes, somewhere in that area. And, well, come on, Thumb. Come on. Come on. And this is Thumbelina. She's a baby. She's a rat catcher, ain't she? Yeah, she is. She ain't caught no. There ain't no rats in this house, but in the original house where we used to live, this cave cat right here, we was all in the living room watching something on TV, and she come prancing in the living room with a big ass rat about like this long, had it by the neck, and. Yes, she did. She's a ratser. Yes. And she's sweet. And isn't she pretty? She's not pretty like my calico cat was. Callie, she's long gone. I miss Callie cat. She was my little baby girlfriend girl. But at any rate, between Thumb and Bearcat, wherever Bearcat is, they've been giving me what I call kitty cat love. They do, man. They come in here when I'm trying to lay down and want to get on top of me and knead dough and purr and all that kind of good stuff. But Thumbelina's a baby. Yes, she is. Oh, she's a sweet girl. But at any rate, I'm doing a lot better after taking that gabapentin. Copycat, I'm going to whip you just for the hell of it. And so... before I go to bed tonight, because I feel real relaxed, not like stone relaxed, but the pain has decreased drastically. Where and that's, you know, you can't tell me that with that being decreased like that it's not, you know, making me where I feel so much better. You know, obviously it does, and I was getting to the point where I was a little exhausted. I haven't pulled hours like that since I was young man. Well, so I'm feeling a lot better. I may do an acoustic number. This video that we're doing here right now is just going to be for YouTube. I'm not going to put it on TikTok, Rumble, Instagram. Is that it? Rumble, Instagram, TikTok. Yeah, I think that's the other 3 social media platforms that I use. And yeah, I'm not going to put this video up on there. There ain't no point in it. I don't really have a following on those other channels at all. They just, I don't know. It's just not happening. You know, I only get like, when I look at the views, even here on YouTube, sometimes I'm really shocked by how many I get. And then there's other times I'm really shocked that I didn't get as many as I felt like I should have. But that goes back, I think I said this once before in another video. It seems odd that the tunes that I make that I really, really, really like, I go, man, they're going to love this. You know, no one really likes it. But the ones I just kind of throw off and don't really care about and just do it, people love it. You know, some people like potatoes, some do not. so anyway, I'm doing okay. I'm doing a lot better. I'm not out of the woods yet. On the December 27th, I go for an MRI so we can determine the route of recovery that I'm going to be taking. Which my guess, my educated guess, is I'll be. They'll try to, after the MRI, they'll send me to a physical therapist and try to do the exercises. Even though I think I mentioned in the previous video that I tried a few of them, and I thought I was gonna die. I mean, it hurt so bad, but hopefully now it won't hurt so bad, because it was excruciating. My only wonder is, or the thing I do wonder about is when I do that MRI, it's not gonna be an open one. It's gonna be in the tube. I ain't happy about that. Hopefully, since it's really just my lower half they're looking for, they only put me in there halfway. That'd be really cool, man. I can deal with that. Hell, they gave me a 0.05 Xanax to take like 30 minutes prior. Let me tell y'all something, and it's the truth. I used to be the biggest drug addict that ever walked the face of the earth. And my 2 main things in the last, I'm going to say 7-8 years of my addiction, was Xanax and cocaine. And that's where I OD'd. Like literally OD'd 18 times. Not on purpose, just getting fucked up, you know. But at any, I don't know. I think they ought to ban Xanax and take it off the market. Like they did the 714 lemon Quaaludes. Y'all, if anybody remembers that from back in the day. Lord, I sure do. Just ask me about that and I'll tell you about it sometime. But, I'll supposed to take it with me, take it like 30 minutes before I go do it, get thrown in that tube. I wish I could be able to listen to some music while I'm in there, but, you know, you can't have anything metallic or anything like that. Meow, he's a baby. He's a baby girlfriend. But, so that's how it stands with this lumbar shit. See, like right now I feel real tired, like I can lay down, you know. But it's not even 7 o'clock. I lay down right now, I'll wake up about 10 o'clock and I'll be up the rest of the night. So I need to stay up. Might drink a cup of coffee. But, or in my case, decaf. Now I know decaf ain't going to keep me up, but still, psychologically maybe it might. But anyhow, I'll get out of y'all's hair. Tell me what y'all think. Tell me if you're suffering from it. I have limited information about this condition. The more I learn, the more I will convey to you if you're interested, and we'll go from there. Meantime, I'm going to sit here and love on my kitty cat, and I may play some more guitar. I don't know. It was getting to where I didn't even want to pick up a guitar because it hurt so bad. Because I balanced it on my thigh where the pain is, you know. Because it's in the hip, it's in my thigh. It's not so bad now. Funny, I feel kind of hungry all of a sudden. I wonder if my sugar's dropping. Who knows? But, excuse me, kitty cat. I got to get up here in a second. Well, I'll end this here. Keep me in your thoughts and prayers. Also, if anybody for Christmas, if y'all want to, I'd really like to have another guitar. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, y'all have a good one. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.